Hi, everybody! Holy crap, that was like really weird. I don't know why I did that. I apologize. That was just me being weird. Like abnormally weird. Like not good weird. But anyway, look, a book review on this book! This beautiful book, and yes, I just did my nails. If you can notice some like stuff, like extra stuff on my skin, I'm letting my nails dry so then I can go over it and then make them all perfect. But anyway, let's get to this book review. This book here. So, do you remember when I first introduced this book to you and I said, I don't know if I like this book. I might not keep it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but since I have it and my boyfriend gave it to me, I'm going to read it, find out what it's like and stuff, because like, you know, it's about games. I'm kind of a geeky girl, and like, it says right here, Enchanting Willy Wonka meets the Matrix. That seems more like a most accurate review from the USA Today than this this review up here, which says delightful. The grown-ups Harry Potter. It's not Harry Potter. Like, no. Like Harry Potter is purely magic based. This is all technology mashed into real life, not magic mashed into real life. Like, this is technology. Like, I know technology like this, you know, it's pretty magical, but no, it's not magic. It's not like we have powers or wands or we can make a broom fly. Or like we can make stuff. Yeah, it's not magic. It's technology. I gotta watch. My nails are still a little dry. So, so this, you start the book. It's weird how he kind of did this, but, so he starts the book with, like, I don't know why it has 4, but like, it only goes up to double-digit chapters, so it starts out like this. So this is like prologue. Think of it as a prologue. And it basically puts everything in perspective. And it basically describes an overview of like what an overview, like a basic overview of the entire book. Whereas the book has all, like, the rest of, after prologue or chapter quadruple 0, it is basically like every detail almost pretty much in between all of what happened here. Not all of what happened here, but pretty much, yeah. And then it has these. There are 3 of these, and I'm not spoiling anything, but this is no spoiler, because like this is all basically in the prologue part 1 thing. So see this here, if you can see it, this part here. This is basically, you know, what I said, kind of like a whole overview and where this whole game kind of starts. Like, this is, it's a big game in here. So I'm going to read it to you. 3 hidden keys open 3 secret gates. We're in the errant, I don't know why this person says errant, it's E-R-R-A-N-T, errant, I don't know why. Wherein the errant will be tested for worthy traits, and those with the skill to survive these traits, S-T-R-A-I-T-S, I don't know why he put that there anyway, but anyway, will reach the end where the prize awaits. So, getting back to this part, this is level 1, which is coincidence part 1, and coincidence key 1. This is level 1 is all about the first key and finding the first key. And again, there's 3 levels, so each level or each part is basically all about each key. And there's no prologue. No, sorry, no prologue. There's a technically it's a prologue, but there's no epilogue. So once you finish the last chapter, it just goes to acknowledgements. Now again, I didn't think I would like this. I didn't think I would keep it. I might have liked it, but maybe not enough where it's like, I don't really want to keep this. And I'm sorry if you can hear the television or my sister talking. I do technically have my door open because I'm a bit lazy and I don't feel like shutting it. So, I don't know if I wanted to keep it. Reading part 1, the prologue, it was like, okay, I might like this. I might. Like, it's something that would keep me engaged for, like, maybe the next month, which is roughly how long it took me, like, roughly. That would be my estimate of, like, the longest time it took me to read this. At least rounding it up to under a month. By the time I put this up, and when I read where my last book review was, I'll have a better estimate of how long it took me to read it. Excuse me. So, again, the prologue, it kind of got me interested. I was like, all right, I'm kind of engaged to read this book and find out what the heck's going on and get to the end of the book. Like, it gave me more incentive to get to the end of the book. Whereas, I was going to read to the end of the book, but, the prologue kind of gave me more. And again, part 1 is just like, it's okay. It's sort of just like the prologue. It's like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's interesting. Then we get to part 2, not chapter 2, part 2, or level 2, or whatever you want to say it. I'm going to say part 2 because that's what's in my head. It got a bit better. It was like, oh, this is a bit, this is a bit more interesting. This is engaging me a lot more. And then we get to the end of part 2 and starting part 3. I was like, floored. I was just like, holy crap, the shit just hit the fan. It's like, holy fucking crap. This is a fucking amazing book. Okay, sorry. Part 3 is a fucking amazing part. Part 3 of this is so fucking amazing. Like, oh my god, I could not put it down. Like, right at the, kind of like at the last few chapters of part 2, I could not put it down. And then starting part 3, again, could not put this down. I did not want to put it down, but I was able to put it down. So it's like, I do, like, kind of insanely love it enough, but not as much that I could not put it down. So, like the example I can give you is, like, Nancy Atherton. I would never want to put that down. I have a hard time putting it down. Like, I have such a hard time putting Nancy Atherton down because I love it insanely much. This, it's only part 3 I loved insanely much. I was able to, like, I had a better ability of putting it down, but I still had, like, oh my god, part 3. Part 3 has just been so completely fucking amazing. And I'm sorry I keep using fucking. I don't mean to. It's just, holy fucking crap. Yeah. And I was just on his website, and I wanted to know about the movie. I wanted to find out information about the movie. Because they are making a movie of this. Warner Brothers has the movie rights, and they have Steven Spielberg directing it. And the guy who wrote the screenwriter of The Avengers, is rewriting the screenplay of this book. They better not screw this fucking thing up, because even though I am only insanely in love with part 3, it won't work unless you make part 2 and 1 and the prologue all insanely fucking amazing. Like, it won't work unless it is so amazing. So, I totally recommend reading this book if you have not read it. I know it's been, like, I only finally just got it, like, this year, like, earlier this year. because my boyfriend got it in his either Nerd Block or Loot Crate. I can't remember which of the two he got it from, but he got it from one of those two. Where is publication? There it is. When was the publication? What year? Where is it? 2000? No. Oh. Okay. Originally published in 2011. This is the 2015 special edition. This is my beautiful cover. This, it's in part prologue and like the big, in like the first 3 chapters of part 1. So I'm not spoiling anything. This is where our protagonist lives. This is called Stacks. Aptly named, these trailer mobile homes are all stacked. And apparently in 1972, there was a real thing that went on. It was only like 3 mobile homes high, and it didn't last that long. It said it only lasted like a couple of years, so like at least 2 years it was going on. In the States, I don't know about Canada, but this was all in the States. But this Stacks was a real thing. And it didn't last that long because apparently the water, like the water pipes, they couldn't get the water up to the higher levels in the winter, so it kind of failed. Just remember that this book is set in the year 2044, so the water piping in this is probably so high up to par that they would be able to reach like this in the book. It said, I believe, was 20 stacks high, like sandwiched on top of each other. So, and this is our protagonist right there. That's him. I absolutely recommend you read this if you haven't, or read this another time. Read this a second time because it was really good. And like this is him, and you see that in the background? That thing with the eagle wing, seagull door thing. Freaking DeLorean. DeLorean. And there's mention of a DeLorean in here. Spoiler. But I won't tell you where. But there comes a time where a DeLorean appears in this book. Okay. So this is what I'm starting to read now. This is the Unicorn Chronicles series, Book 2, Song of the Wanderer by Bruce Coville. And yes, this is, I believe, his only unicorn series. Bruce Coville has been more of a children's teen thriller writer. So, like, he writes more of this stuff. This is a Chamber of Horrors book series, and there's 4 of them in the series, but he writes a bunch of other stuff. Most of it is, as I think I'm trying to say, is a children's, teen, young adult thriller writer book. And like I know, like in the back here, oh yes, he's been associated with like the R.L. Stine's books, and right here the Christopher Pike books. So that's his most genre. But yes, this is his book. And I really like this series. So I'm going to read you this back here. A dangerous mission. Why can I not pronounce certain words now? I don't know why. A dangerous mission. Kara must return to Earth to save her grandmother, the Wanderer. But to do so, Kara must first travel through the wilderness of Luster, land of the unicorns, and to the back of the dragon Elibon's cave. Only there will she find the gate that can bring her back home. As Kara embarks on the journey of her life, there is one person who stands in her way. Beloved, Kara's ancient ancestor, who has spent a lifetime dedicated to ridding the earth of unicorns. Kara is Is Kara strong enough to resist beloved's BLOVED apostrophe S. Having a hard time pronouncing that. Beloved's ruthless magic and trickery. So yeah, this is gonna be an interesting book, because like the first one, that's a very short book, and then see this is a lot bigger. Like the first book is maybe like half of this book, maybe like I'd say like a little smaller than that. And like Beloved, I can't remember the backstory of Beloved, but Beloved, I believe, is a female, and she's kind of, I can't say it in a child's point of view, but saying it as my point of view as a 25-year-old, she's a bit of an insane bitch, because something happened with her and the unicorns. And now she basically just wants to kill them all. If I'm correct in remembering, I think a unicorn killed her parents or her father or something like that, or like the unicorns betrayed her person, like did harm to herself, and be like, I want to keep you. I want to keep you as a pet and own you and stuff like that. And it was like, no, we're free creatures. We are allowed to be free. And it's like, oh, how dare you? And I haven't read the first book in a good while, so that's basically my bad interpretation of Beloved's past. We haven't actually come to meet Beloved, but I believe we're meeting her here. Where are the chapters here? I believe we do in chapter 20. And there's 26 chapters, because chapter 20 here says Beloved. Okay. Let me get to the dedication part, because that's pretty much all I'll read to you. Dedicated to all the readers who have waited patiently and impatiently for this second volume, with my deepest apologies for taking so long. In the last book, there was actually pictures in it, but as far as I can tell here, there are no pictures. I don't even think there are pictures in my original children's small, thin book, but there are none in this book that I'm reading. So this is my next book. This one I'm definitely keeping, because I do, I really love this series. All I know is the first book, but I know I really like that one. So I got the other 3 of the series, and they just get bigger. Insane. So I'm going to get going, because I want to get stuff done. I want to just get out of this dress I'm wearing. I actually feel I want to get a pop, because I just want something kind of bubbly. And cream soda. I love cream soda. So I'm going to say goodbye to you. Like this video if you liked my little book review and seeing me and my insanity. Subscribe to see more of my insanity, more book reviews, hauls, occasional favorites, and then unboxing quotations and quotation unquotation of unbagging, because of this insanity of buying from Better World Books, because sometimes that happens when you purchase a smaller amount of books that doesn't require to be in a full box. So yeah, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.